Horrified. Japan dumps nuclear waste into the sea. What are the impacts? Japan began disposing of waste air from the Fukushima nuclear power plant (PLTN) today, Thursday, the 24th of August 2023. The disposal comes 12 years after one of the world's worst accidents. Quoting AFP, at the start of the disposal, Japan will release waste equivalent to around 540 Olympic swimming pools into the Pacific Ocean. Live video provided by plant operator TEPCO shows engineers behind computer screens and an official saying that a valve near the seawater transport pump is opening, after taking a countdown. With about 1,000 steel containers holding water, TEPCO said it needed to clear the space to remove the highly hazardous radioactive nuclear fuel and debris from the damaged reactors. 3 reactors at the Fukushima Daiichi facility in northeastern Japan suffered a meltdown after a massive earthquake and tsunami that killed around 18,000 people in 2011. Since then, TEPCO has collected 1.34 million cubic meters of contaminated water while cooling the damaged reactor, along with groundwater and rain that seeped into it. TEPCO will conduct 4 discharges of treated water from Thursday to March 2024. The first discharge will take approximately 17 days. TEPCO added that around 5 trillion becquerel, a measure of radioactivity, of tritium will be released this fiscal year. Inspectors from the UN Atomic Watchdog, which supports the plan, are scheduled to be on site to carry out the procedure. Meanwhile, TEPCO workers are scheduled to take water samples on Thursday evening. In the lead up to the operation, about 10 people protested near the site and about 100 others gathered outside TEPCO's headquarters in Tokyo. This is like throwing an atomic bomb into the sea. Japan was the first country to be attacked with an atomic bomb in the world, and the country's prime minister made this decision, said resident Kenichi Sato, 68. China's Ministry of the Environment on Thursday also criticized Japan's plan. It called Japan selfish and irresponsible, and said it would track and study the impact on its waters. Japan itself has previously insisted that all radioactive elements have been filtered out except for tritium, the levels of which are harmless and lower than those released by operating nuclear power plants, including in China. This is also supported by most experts. When released into the Pacific, tritium will be further diluted into large areas of water and will quickly reach levels of radioactivity not much different from normal seawater, said Tom Scott of the University of Bristol in England. Therefore, the risk is very small and the risk itself decreases over time due to the relatively short half-life of radioactivity. This means that the amount of tritium and the risk continues to decrease. But not everyone is sure about that. Environmental group Greenpeace said the filtration process had flaws, and China and Russia suggested the water was evaporated and released into the atmosphere. China itself accuses Japan of treating the Pacific like a sewer, and even before the disengagement, Beijing banned food imports from 10 of Japan's 47 prefectures and imposed radiation checks. Hong Kong and Macau, both Chinese territories, also followed the same steps this week. Restaurants in Beijing and Hong Kong that serve sushi and sashimi have begun to recover from the restrictions. Analysts say that while China does have security concerns, the bamboo curtain country's strong reaction is also partly motivated by economic competition and cool relations with Japan. On the other hand, the South Korean government, which is trying to improve relations with Japan, has no objection even though many ordinary people are worried and staged protests over Japan's radioactive water disposal project.